Alright, this one Alright, let's see it. Oh.
He's gonna take you
my favorite part
to play the shitty games that suck ass. He'd rather have a buffalo take a diarrhea dump in his ear. He'd rather eat the rotten asshole of a roadkill skunk and down it with beer. He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. He's the angry Nintendo nerd. He's the angry Atari Sega nerd. He's the angry video game nerd.
Yay!
Let me ask a question. What kind of format do you usually play video games on? Cartridges, CDs, cards,
Downloading.
floppy disks? How about an audio cassette? Isn't that just a weird thought to play a game on a friggin' cassette tape? This is Transformers for the Commodore 64, the computer that is most definitely more than meets the eye. You start it up and it goes into this flickering hypnotic light show. Wow, great game. Then like 5 minutes later, the title screen comes up. Wait a little longer, then you get to pick your key Autobot. As you can see, there's no Optimus Prime, which is pretty stupid. Instead, it's Rodimus Prime. Then you get the colored light show for another 5 minutes, and all of a sudden, the game starts. Had it not been for the music, I wouldn't even guess this is Transformers. Most of the game's played by using key commands to move your Autobots to different locations. The Autobots are all indicated by numbers. Couldn't they have something a little more, visual? When you engage in battle, it goes into this first-person view. You take the joystick and try to shoot down as many Decepticons as you can. It gets monotonous pretty quick. One of the key commands, that is T for transform, it just, makes you transform. But it doesn't change anything. It's just first-person view, so you can't tell if you're transformed or not. By the way, I'm at a farm with a dinosaur stepping on a space shuttle. I have no comment. Look at this game. Yay! Transformers!
Yeah!
Fuck this. Wouldn't you think that a game based on the Transformers would have more an emphasis on action rather than this strategic simulation thing? Well, guess what? There was a Transformers game that was a side-scroller.
Ooh.
But only in Japan.
Only in
Let
Japan?
me introduce the Nintendo Famicom. Simply put, this is the Japanese NES. Very different from that gray...
Wait, the other country doesn't look like that? When I heard Famicom, I think about this one because I still see this game at the old game shop, people sell their used game or stuff like that. I still see this game at the some shop. Wait, I didn't know it's different. I didn't know. Yeah.
Box,
that's
isn't
good
it?
to know.
This one's smaller and it's a top loader. It has a nice dust tray, and the controller is attached to the console, which is efficient, but the wires are too short, and they're hardwired into the console so you can never change them. The controllers are the same, select, start, BA, but the second controller, instead of select and start, it has a microphone. Very few games utilize this. From what I understand, in The Legend of Zelda, you kill Pole's voice by making a loud noise into the mic. Of course, that's only in the Japanese version, but the manual still says that Pole's voice hates loud noises, which only mystified players outside of Japan. There's also a disc system, but I need to get a cable for it, so maybe we'll get to that later. I'm getting off track.
Is this RMM adapter?
Here, let's play Transformers. The question is, why was this game never released outside of Japan? With the library of games available, it seems most of them, no matter how shitty, would see an international release. So could it be that this one was just that bad? Let's find out.
Oh.
Piece of shit.
No.
The title translates to Mystery of Optimus Prime, and that sums it up just perfectly. It's a mystery why Optimus Prime isn't in this game. Instead, it's Ultra Magnus. If you
my gosh, by looking at it, my eyes is like, holy crap. Every old game does that. They'll attack you with those kind of light go like that. Like, my eyes. It's always
the
like
game
that.
and collect all the letters, you can become Rodimus Prime. But the only difference is the color. So what's the point? They should have just made him the second player like Mario and Luigi. Instead, we have Ultra Magnus and Ultra Magnus.
Oh.
But this is the least of our problems. Check it out. 1 hit and you're dead. 3 lives, no continues, no checkpoints.
What?
You will hear that more often than you hear it in the fucking show. If you're lucky enough to even make it to the second level, you can continue with a simple code. When you get game over, hold A, B, and start. And let me tell you, you're going to be doing that every 30 seconds or so. You'll get to continue forever, but that's still not going to help you get through the levels. You really got to buckle the fuck down and get your video game senses going sky high.
Oh my goodness.
Look at this shit. It's almost as bad as Silver Surfer. There's projectiles everywhere. Whenever you try to dodge something, you only get hit by something else.
It's so hard to see your bullet. I don't know, for some reason.
How the fuck does this little thing destroy a giant robot?
Right?
It's almost insulting how much of an advantage the enemies have. You take 1 hit, but them, they can sometimes take more. And they're smaller, it doesn't make any fucking sense. They can also pass through solid bricks, but you can't even shoot through the bricks.
What?
So if there's an enemy coming at you through the bricks, there's nothing you can do about it. They also camouflage themselves into the background.
Oh my goodness.
I can't even see
There's
that
a
fucking thing.
camouflage?
Couldn't they use any more colors? You can transform, but it's suicide because it takes fucking 3 seconds. Really, if you try to transform, you're leaving yourself open to enemy fire. Only rarely does it actually come into play when you need to transform to pass through a narrow spot. But if you're not careful with it, transforming is the equivalent of saying, "Here, kill me." The hit detection is very biased. To begin with, you're such a big target anyway, but if something comes anywhere near your perimeter, it counts as a hit.
Oh my goodness.
However, if you're trying to hit an enemy and your bullet goes anywhere other than dead center, it passes through.
Really?
And everything's so small, so fast, and moves at such irregular patterns. Hitting your mark is like trying to piss into a shot glass that's spinning on a record player that's strapped to a running cheetah's back while you're riding a unicycle on a tightrope blindfolded.
That's rough.
There is absolutely no fucking around with this game, so we gotta get serious. You're familiar with Billy Mitchell, world video game champion? He could probably do it, so I gotta find a way to harness his power, and I think I found a way. This is his hot sauce. You want something that'll kick you in the ass and heighten your senses?
Hot sauce.
This'll do it.
Is it spicy? Oh my goodness.
Alright,
Yaba!
now I'm ready.
Karasu!
God, this game is so crazy. The screen keeps flashing, makes me feel like I'm gonna have a seizure. What the fuck?
What is that?
Ugh, get up there, goddammit! Get up there! Get up there! Ugh, no shitty game's complete without hard-to-reach jumps. What the fuck is that shit? You can't even see what's up there till it's too late.
Right?
Oh, fuck you. I can't even touch that little sideways ice cream cone.
But it's a robot, and that's just a little thing.
Oh, wow, that's real creative, having the Decepticon logo as a boss. That's like with the Ghostbusters game. That is so cheap. The logo belongs on the fucking cover. Oh, man, shoot him! Shoot him! I can't fucking shoot these things! All these jets, they just keep coming.
Oh,
no.
run, no!
You scumfucker! It's too narrow to jump, and it's not the right elevation to shoot him, so it's just a fucking death trap. Gotta jump on the platform.
This looks so
A jet. How am I supposed to ever predict when something's gonna fly into the screen and kill me?
This looks tough.
But let me tell you about Stage 9. It's one of the cheapest, most unfair, most cryptic and fucked up levels in the history of games. You keep going to the right, only to play through the same stage again and again in an endless loop. There's nothing in the game explaining what you're supposed to do. You have to read up on the internet to find out. Turns out, you're supposed to get a key, but that's not enough. You also have to follow a specific pattern, almost like a secret maze.
What?
You're supposed to
How the heck do you figure it out that by yourself?
It's a lot like in Super Mario Brothers, where you're going through the castle. You have to go up, over, and under the platforms in the correct way, or else the stage repeats. But in Mario, it's much easier to guess. It's a whole lot shorter for one thing.
そんな
But
感じなんだ
also, there's not a million things trying to kill you. It's hard to survive, let alone figure out the right pattern. And on top of that, the route that it makes you take is more difficult than the more common sense way.
Oh boy.
Need some more hot sauce.
Oh no, not again.
It's the end of the road, Megatron.
いやー、理不尽だね、これは。This is very, like, brutal.
Come on, come
So
on.
brutal, though.
Boom!
Yay!
Now that's some intense shit right there. In conclusion, all I can say about this game...
Uh-oh. Another one.
Stage 10?
Uh-oh.
I fucking beat Megatron. Who the hell could be next? Fucking stage 10 my ass. I'm guessing if Megatron's not the final boss, it's gotta be Galvatron or maybe Unicron or Fuckatron. Who knows? Oh, it's Mechagodzilla, of course. I should've known.
Mechagodzilla だよ. Oh no, not the another one. Yay!
Man, that was the hardest game I've ever beat. All
Really?
that trouble for an end screen that I can't even read.
Wait, hold on. What does it say?
All that trouble for an end...
He's using a lot of vulgar and graphic language. How are the translations in Japanese?
デストロンが新たな力でより強力に蘇った。デストロンが新たな力で、より、Destron came back more powerful. Even more powerful like that. He came back with more power. Destron came back with more power. Rodimus, I never watched Transformers, so I don't know these characters' name, but Rodimus のエネルゴンキューブを再びデストロンを撃退せ。Oh, so, you have to get back an energon cube of Rodimus? I don't know what is that. And then you have to destroy this Destron thingy once again. So this is not the end. They're telling you to do it again.
end screen that I can't even read. I can now conclude that the game...
Yeah, it's like he came back even more powerful, with more power, so get the cube and destroy him again like that. He's saying that like that.
barely has anything to do with Transformers. It doesn't even have the music, with the exception of that part. Even the Commodore version had the fucking theme.
I guess you have to do it again, I guess.
In this one, the same bland music plays through...
Hang on, maybe they have English translated. Hold on. これで英語にしたらいけるかな? Well, maybe not. Oh, they don't have an English subtitle, I guess. But yeah, that's what it says. So I think you have to beat it again.
But that's about it. Speaking of the bosses, it makes you wonder if the creators of this game even knew anything about Transformers. Did they have to resort to using the Decepticon logo 3 times? That's right, the same boss 3 times. And twice, the boss is like a nuclear macadamia nut inside of a moon. Like they didn't have enough Decepticon characters to choose from? Did they ever fucking watch the show? As for the Autobots, even the Commodore version had a lot to choose from. Sure, they existed mostly in text, but at least it acknowledged them. But Transformers or not, it's
Thank
just
you for
a fucking
translating it, Henya.
shithole
Of
of a bad
course.
game. Most of the levels are the same exact thing over and over, just modified slightly. And Stage 10 is just Stage 8 backwards. But the big problem is the difficulty. Who is this game intended for? Certainly not gamers who wanted a reasonable challenge or fans of Transformers. It disappoints in both ways. So now, is it any wonder why this game was never released outside of Japan? 'Cause nobody else wants to play this fucking shit. Well, I gotta do what I gotta do.
Here we go.
One shall stand, one shall Whoa, 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 whoa. Who are you?
My name is Optimus Prime,
Is that you?
Anything like it?
Ah!
made of sterner stuff.
Oh my goodness. That was a great video. That was a great video, Dale. Holy crap. Alright then.